Shit is crazy. Yeah, I don't be doing nothing. Folks be bothering me. And then I say something back to them. They say, me, skinny asshole, this. And then I say, oh, you was a fat. Then all of a sudden, I'm blocked.
Enchanting.
Yeah, what's going on?
It's a good name.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like a nice adjective for a name.
Let me put my phone on mute.
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay.
Damn, you got the big spliff on deck, huh?
Feel me?
What do you put in there besides just weed?
That's it.
So it's not a spliff, okay.
Yeah, no. Would you be putting stuff in your weed?
Yeah, you gotta put tobacco in there too.
Like the little broken up pieces? What they called?
Fronto?
You know what yeah, like it's in like the little jars.
Yeah, they got that. We just use regular like cigarette tobacco.
And just
That's why I'm trying to stop.
No, that's crazy.
You think that's crazy?
Yeah, you put that in a blunt or you put that in a paper?
Because the blunt is the tobacco.
Okay.
It's just like a way to smoke a joint, but to have the tobacco in there. Because for me personally, you just need something to sort of glide the smoke down there. Like just the plain weed, I don't know. It's not for me.
I agree. That's why I smoke blunts.
Really?
It's a blunt and they got a paper around it.
Oh, you do that too? Yeah. Oh, see, that's crazy because I had some guy in here doing that the other day and I was making fun of him for having like the strongest lungs and how I couldn't do that.
For real?
And now you're a little girl
that's
telling me to do that.
That's like the same shit that you're doing. You just breaking it up.
Yeah, but there's something about like
Same
wrapping
concept.
a bunch of papers around the blunt that to me is like, okay,
it's only one paper.
How much paper do I need to be taking in here? Paper / tobacco wrap.
I feel you.
Yeah.
You basically doing the same. But I feel like them blunts hit worse. Like, I hit one of them, and I was like, oh, okay.
What kind?
Like a blunt, but they had the hair at the front toe.
You ever hit the blunt and you could just tell there's in it? I feel like they would be big on me. But yeah, so musically, where were you at like when you were younger or when you first started making music? What came first?
I made only R&B music, like singing songs. I didn't always make R&B songs, but I made singing songs.
Okay.
Like I would talk about like the same kind of shit that I rap about, but I would sing about it. And then being signed to Gucci, I just got into rapping.
You weren't rapping before you signed him? He signed you all off the singing?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so
I had
interesting.
out like 4 R&B projects.
Wow, that's so interesting because I don't know if he's ever signed anybody who made that kind of music, right?
No. That's crazy, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So how far had you taken it in terms of pushing your own music career before you got in touch with Gucci? Like how big were you?
I had like, I already had me a little blue check. I had like 200K followers off of me just, building my shit. And yeah. I did well enough to be able to not work no more and just live off of streams. So, I was doing pretty good.
And so how'd you end up getting in touch with Guwap?
Through Jay White. He's a producer from Dallas.
Okay. He hit Gucci up about you?
Him and Gucci are like cool. They're real cool or whatever. Okay. And Gucci was looking for artists. And me and Jay White had just did like some songs, probably like 4 songs. And he was like, he had like a long conversation with me, like, was I ready to take my music to the next level and take it serious for real and, really do this shit. And I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And then he was like, okay, I'm going to send your shit to some people. And then like multiple people was interested, like other label tried to sign me at the same time as Gucci. And I was like, Lord, I was stressed. Like he told me that, then he called me back like one day later and he was like, yeah, Gucci want to sign you. He was like, well, how would you feel about signing Gucci? He didn't tell me Gucci want to sign me. He was like, how would you feel about like being signed to Gucci? And I was like, that'd be crazy, like that'll be raw. I love Gucci.
Had you even thought about signing to another artist or?
No, for real, never. But he said Gucci. And I was always like obsessed with Gucci growing up. So I was like, hell yeah. And I was like, that'll be raw. And then he was like, okay. Like he didn't really make it seem like, it was a thing. And then the next day Gucci texted my phone And he was like, this Gucci, you want to sign to 1017? And I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck playing on my damn phone?
Wow.
Yeah, so I called him. I was like, yeah, all right. I called the number. And it was definitely Gucci. He started talking, and I was like, oh, okay.
Wow. I never thought he was going to sign another girl after Asian Doll.
That introduced her to rapping. She said it was not until I met Gucci Mane, and that's when I started rapping. She was talking to the Progress Report podcast. She revealed her growing up, the most painful tattoos she ever took, and of course signing to Gucci Mane's 1017 record label and becoming of course the 1017 So I See Princess. Of course she's a Fort Worth born a rapper, and of course she's very well much known for her track and Failed, No Love, and of course other popular songs. You can check them out via her official YouTube and Spotify. Her music has earned her over close to 500,000 listeners on Spotify, and of course by February 2023 she shares many modeling photos and updates on her music via her official Instagram. When I was trying to look through her official Instagram, she last posted that was in 2022, and it's been quite some time. But of course in this moment in time, the news coming in is that she has been on life support, and of course at some point she said she was a cheerleader and an athlete when she was growing up, and of course the music video for her song Track and Field has received more than 4 million views on YouTube. Her real name is Channing Nicole Larry, and she was born in Germany, as her father was stationed there during his time in the armed forces. That's briefly what we can talk about, the popular rapper Enchanting, who is right about now on life support. She needs our prayers. She needs your prayers, guys. Continue praying for her so that she can beat whatever illness she's suffering from in this exact moment in time.